y'all, welcome back to the kitchen. And it's nighttime, so good evening or late evening. But I decided that I wanted to make some creme brulee French toast for breakfast in the morning. And so I have to get it ready tonight to soak overnight in the refrigerator. So I decided I would turn the camera on and make a video. Some of y'all might like it and want to make some. So the first thing that you do is you put half a cup of butter and a cup of packed brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of white corn syrup. And I just put that in my pot and I'm going to cook that till it all melts. And then I'll pour that in the bottom of my pan that I'm going to layer my bread in. And we'll do that in just a minute when I get this ready. Okay, meanwhile, I'm going to whip 5 eggs, 1½ cups of half and half, and a teaspoon of vanilla and a dash of cinnamon in my mixing bowl. And then after the brown sugar mixture melts, I pour it in my pan that I've pounded, and I will layer my French bread that I've sliced, and I'm going to show y'all, in the pan. And then I will spoon this egg mixture over it and let it sit in the refrigerator overnight to soak up all that goodness. And in the morning, I'm going to bake it, and I'll show y'all how it turns out. There's a little restaurant that we eat at sometimes on vacation on Anna Maria Island in Florida, and they serve creme brulee French toast. I hope this tastes as good as theirs. I've made French toast, but I haven't made this particular one. So I'll be back in a little bit, show you what's going on here and how I'm putting it in the pan. But right now I'm going to get that sauce ready. I've got my syrup, which is this 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of corn syrup melted and waiting on the stove. Okay, I have used my hand mixer to blend 5 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, and about ½ teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm going to put just about 1/8 teaspoon of salt in there, and 1½ cups of half and half. And I'm going to take this over to the counter because my mixer won't reach over here. And I'm going to whiz this up just a snitch where I'll be sure it's all mixed. Okay, that's all done. Let me get me just a little pinch of salt to go in there. Just about 1/8 teaspoon. You don't want much. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to spoon this mixture. I'm going to stir that a little bit since I put my salt in it. I'm going to take this French bread that I have cut into 1/2 inch pieces, about 1 inch pieces, and I'm going to layer it on my pan. But first of all, you put this mixture in there that you made with the butter and the brown sugar, and I have pounded my pan. So you want this all over the bottom of the pan, the brown sugar mixture. And I'm having to work left-handed here. Get that all out. I'll have to get a spatula to get the rest of that out because I want all of it. But let me get this smeared around, and then I'll get me a regular spatula. And can y'all see? Be sure you can see what I'm doing here, because this. We never did have French toast when I was growing up, and one time I spent the night with some friends, and they were just kids, and they knew how to make French toast, and I felt like I'd been deprived because I never had it, and I loved it. So that started something that I enjoyed doing. Okay. Now, you take your bread and you put it on top of the goodie that you just put in there. Just layer your slices in on top of that. And about 12 slices is what you're hoping for. Let's see. And I'll see if I can't get some down the side over here. I think I can. And that's 2 little pieces of the heel, so I'll eat them, but I'll put them over here for now. Okay, now we're going to take, and this, remember this is 5 eggs, 1½ cups of half and half, a teaspoon of vanilla, about an 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and about a teaspoon of cinnamon. So I'm going to take this, stir it around some more so that cinnamon will be all mixed. And I could pour it, but I'm gonna do it with my ladle. I'm just gonna ladle it over each piece, and it's gonna go everywhere, obviously. And we'll so I'm going to finish doing this, and I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like before I put it in the fridge. Okay, I'm going to put this into the refrigerator I'm going to cover it with saran wrap. And I'm going to let it sit until morning, and then I'll spoon whatever's left of the soaking mixture up onto it, and then I'll bake it. I will bring y'all back and show you what I'm doing in the morning. I wanted to show y'all the toast, the creme brulee French toast. I just brought it out of the refrigerator. I turned 1 or 2 of them over and put the caramel on top. But I'm going to bake it for 30 minutes, and then I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I took the French toast out of the oven, and I've got a couple of pieces plated, but I went ahead and flipped one over to show you the underside. Now, if you're not going to serve it immediately, you need to flip it all over so that that won't harden and stick to your pan. So just a minute, and I'll show y'all the one that I have plated up, and man, is it good. Okay, y'all, here's what it looks like all plated up. And I've sprinkled a little powdered sugar on it just to make it look prettier. And I'm not going to put syrup on it. I wanted it a little bit sweet, but not the maple syrup. So when I eat it here in a minute, that's as sweet as mine's going to get. Okay, I hope y'all make you some French toast. It's good. When you flip it over, that caramel is on the top, and of course it's very sweet. So to me, that's all it needs. And it's easy to make. You make it last night, put it in the oven this morning, and it's ready to go. You do need to put you a piece of foil under it in case your pan bubbles over. I had to do that to keep from messing up my oven because my pan was full to the top. But anyhow, y'all make you some French toast and fry you some bacon to go with it. Oh my goodness. You'll have a breakfast from, you know, the best hotel around. Home. That's the best place. Okay, y'all have a good day. Like I told you, I'm going to be making several things today, so I'm in the kitchen for the duration. So you got a lot of good stuff coming up. You know what? I just heard on the news, we may have a hurricane coming into our area this week. So I don't know how that's going to affect my vacation. We're waiting to see what the weather's going to be. I'll keep y'all posted.